Welcome to our video on how to make this 3D part. In this tutorial, we will provide you instructions step by step. So, let's dive in. Take a moment to observe the isometric view of the part. Instead, we encourage you to follow along and analyze the design as we go through the process of creating it. This is front view of part. We will extrude this front view by 30 mm. Next step is to create a hole. We need a second sketch for making this circle. Begin by sketching the basic shapes that form the foundation of our part. Remember, we're focusing on replicating the features we see in the isometric view, so careful observation is key. Let's make front view. Select Part Design Workbench. Click here to add a new document. Click here to add a new body. Create a sketch. Select XZ plane. Turn on grid. Check minimum dimension from this sketch to provide grid size. Grid size will give you rough judgment about length. We will keep turned on auto constraints. Select Polyline tool to make this sketch. Start from the origin. Click on first point in the last. We have made a closed loop. You can see all lines here in Elements window. Selected line will be highlighted with green color. This is the constraints window. These constraints are auto-generated. You can delete unnecessary constraint by right-clicking on it. This shows remaining degrees of freedom to make this sketch fully constrained. You can check degrees of freedom. Let's provide vertical constraints. Horizontal constraints. These both lengths are equal. Let's provide equal constraint. You can see reduced degrees of freedom here. Let's provide line length. Each dimension will reduce 1 degree of freedom. Single degree of freedom is left. You can see sketch is now fully constrained. You can edit constraints also. Close this sketch. Next step is to extrude this sketch. Select Sketch and click on Pad tool. Provide 30 mm. Next step is to create a circle in second sketch. Select reference face and click on Sketch. Click on Circle tool. Make a circle. Select vertical distance constraint to provide distance from origin to circle center. It will be half of 30 mm. Remaining degrees of freedom are 2, which are radius of the circle and horizontal distance. For the horizontal distance, this view will be helpful to provide dimension. Let's provide radius first. Select Horizontal Constraint tool. Select Endpoints. Provide 10 plus 20 plus half of the 20 mm. Sketch is now fully constrained. Close this sketch. Click on Hole tool. Change diameter to 10 mm. Click OK. And there you have it. By following along and analyzing the isometric view, you've successfully recreated this part. Well done. Let's change body color. Change background color. Export this file. Select Object first before clicking on Export tool. You can select your desired file format. Select STL and provide part name and execute. Let's open ParaView and import this part. Change background. Open part. Click on Apply. You can see that part is successfully loaded. Let's change part color. You can turn on camera parallel projection. Remember, practice makes perfect, and with time, you'll develop the skills to tackle even more challenging designs. Keep exploring, experimenting, and pushing the boundaries of your creativity.